Welcome back, another stream. I'm going to be continuing the tower defense game that I've been making for the Pixels Game Jam. I'll just show you where we got up to last time. So I created these extra UIs. So we already had the tower selection. So I've added the money, lives, and wave counter. And then I worked on creating a different type of tower for AoE. So this tower does, well, at the minute it just does like AoE damage, and then it just leaves a splat on the floor. It's like an oil spill basically. But it doesn't apply any status effects or anything yet. Yeah, that's where the game is. Today what I want to focus on is creating a main menu. And that's towards the idea of making it so that it's like a full game loop, if you like. So you get to the main menu, you play, then you either win or you lose, and then obviously take you back to the main menu again. And then broadly speaking, we should be ready to sort of start designing some levels, more towers, more enemies. Yeah, so that's where we are. Let's jump into it. Let's create a new scene. Call it main menu. Oh, this explosion script needs moving. What's that for? That's for the actual logic of it, okay. Scripts, enemies. Nope, scripts. Towers. Explosion. Then we'll just move our scene into the so what do we need first? Well, I guess we need some buttons. Well, we'll need a canvas first. Just go with a really basic UI at first, and can't even see it. That's all what's going on here. Add a bit of text. I think I'll just stick with the Aqua Clash title. Does that look up to 72? No. Make sure that's centered. And move this button down a bit. I want to be bigger as well. I'll create like a background or something for this button soon. I always forget the different properties are just sort of nested in the hierarchy. I'll just call this first one play. So that's one button. Make credits button. So what's that? That's the play button. Done it again. Searching in the on the right hand side for the text. And credits. And then obviously we want a an exit game button. I'm not sure. Though to be fair, because we're making a WebGL game, we even need an exit game button. Unity, WebGL, exit game, quit button for WebGL. So these guys are saying that if it's a WebGL, you just have it open a blank page. I think I'll just ignore the quit button for now. I mean, if you're gonna quit it on itch.io, you just close the web screen, don't you? Close your tab. Okay, so let's create a new script. Main menu. Is it loading or not? It's still loading. Don't know why it's taking so long. Okay, let's just move this. I'll give it its own folder. Main menu. Let me just double check my list actually. I'm missing a button actually. Well, not a button, but oh, so I'm not missing anything yet. I was thinking player just go straight to the scene we've already got, but actually probably want it to go to map selection. Well, we'll make it play for now, and then we'll get a working sort of menu system. Okay, let's make some methods. Play button, click, and not edit void. Debug.log, pressed, play button. Then we'll do another one. Credit button clicked. Make this one clicked as well. Keep it simple, start off with. Let's get this wired up. I was just wondering what those were. It's the parts of one of my models. Okay, so this should be display button. Press the credit button, so that's working. It's a bit blurry though actually, isn't it? Why is that blurry? Not sure, but I don't think I need to worry about that because I'm going to change it later anyway. In a weird way, that's the main menu done. I'm going to go on to a new scene now. Let's just create the credits. Or actually, do I want it in a new scene or should I just reuse the same scene? Yeah, I think I just reuse the same scene actually. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll make that main menu. Put them in there. title. Then actually I'll remove that script from there and add it to my main menu. Then we'll reassign this. Oh, not main camera. Yeah, and then credits. So I can just like disable this one. It's not there. That's my credits. Otherwise I got that blue circle. It's just the middle of my canvas. Right, okay. Let's add. I'm just going to duplicate this title actually. And then for me, the credits are quite easy because it's just me. And then I might as well get we've got a YouTube logo. YouTube logo. Might as well put a link to my channel there. There's probably an easier way to get a YouTube logo, but fact, I think I might put this on both. On both menu and on credits, actually. Can you just make this a hyperlink? Supports link, but then how do you tell it where to go? I might be best just making a button. What did that guy have? Open URL. Ah, that doesn't seem to work, does it? I don't know why the text doesn't seem very crisp. Okay, that worked. Apparently I need the image. That's why it didn't work. Just make it see-through. Nice, that'll do for now. So, text on here. Then I'll need a button to go back to the main menu. Go back. Where is this script? Where's my main menu? Is that just in there? Yeah, problem is I've got my main menu script on the main menu and then that's going to get disabled. That's not going to work. I'll keep it on my canvas after all. Main menu. That was YouTube clicked. Did I not save this? Nope. Get rid of the credits for now. Actify. Just move that out. There we go, that can just always be there. Make sure that one gets hidden, and play button. Link this back up. Okay, so if the credit button is clicked, I'll need a reference to the game object. Okay, so I named it the same. Did it the same as my class name. Main menu object and credit object. So if credit button is clicked, we want the main menu object to not be active, and credit object to be active. And then we want the opposite to go back to the main menu. Not assigned it. That's weird, I could have sworn I changed that to say game created by. Ah, did I do it in the... I did it in play mode. There we go, that seems okay, and then that still works. Oh, I didn't hook it up, did I? I removed my script. Oh no, I did. Again, it's because I did stuff in play mode. I need to stop doing that. Right, so image enabled. Opacity right down. So if I click the text, it doesn't work. Okay, just have to move it to the front. Move that to the front. Yeah, let's just get this play button loading the level, which I've forgotten how to change scene, so let's have a look. Unity, change scene. Yeah, that's it, scene manager. Probably want that as well. What's that load scene mode? Yeah, we just want a single scene active at a time. Can I not set that as a scriptable object? Not scriptable object, serialized scene. Let's try to set it to public. Right, okay. Going to build settings. This should be on WebGL for a start. Let's just check some of the settings in here. Let's just change this. Look, we've let in. I guess that's okay. There's a setting somewhere for compression, I think. That gone. Well, I thought there was. I'm sure it'll be there somewhere. Don't need it right now anyway, so. Let's just add our scenes to the build order. Well, what I forgot to point out actually, so what I'm looking at here is these numbers here. So this will be the build index. Go to my scene, it wants a build index, which is an integer. That's just these numbers here. The main menu is on 0, sample scene's on 1. If I put 1 in here, that should allow me to load the game. Well, that's okay, but half of the textures aren't loaded before it's going. Yeah, I mean that works for the most part. That's a working main menu. It's not very pretty at the minute, but it works. So how could we make it more pretty then? Why don't we reload our... Can we just rename this? Sample scene's not very good, is it? Just call it map 1. Because everything's gonna break now, isn't it? Well, that seems to work. Right, so we've got our water. I'm going to nick that. I just copy that. Back to our main menu. Paste it. Yeah, that's not fun. What do I want now? Let's just put that on there as well, so we can actually see what impact it's making. Rotate that a bit. Let's make this 0.4. A better size. Let's try and align this properly. Align it with that edge. This is just being lazy really, but I just want a grass block. What was it, 0.4 for that one? And I guess I'll just make some custom fish. On the health bar. Okay, so let's create, let's remove this one. Why is that just saying removed and not actually got rid of it? Just call it fish one main menu. I'll probably keep that in a separate folder. What patrol? I need to sort this out actually. Grab the floor from there. Now I'll just duplicate that. Put it underneath. What do I want? I'll have a spot for patrol points. The first one over here somewhere. fact, I'll just sort of scatter them around. Not a good idea. Not sure about the ones in the middle. Yeah, that'll do for now. In fact, I could keep that script. Change the prefab. And then we'll just make a new script. Now what I want this to do is, when he reaches his target, pick a new patrol point. Just call it patrol point chooser. We'll just create a list to store our patrol points. That doesn't need to be public, does it? So in our update, what we want to do is so when it gets near the patrol point, we want it to sort of swap to a different one. So how close do we want it to get before it moves? Let's get a reference to the enemy movement script. Just get a transform position. And then I've forgotten basic vectors. Get distance to vectors. I thought it was just dot distance. I guess I can't do it off of this. Yeah, vector 3 dot distance. The distance between its current position and the target destination position. That is less than or equal to distance to patrol point. Then we want to change the target destination. So do that, and then we'll also put if enemy movement target destination is null, or yeah, so then if it's null for whatever reason it won't crash. Then enemy movement target destination equals random range between 0 and patrol points count -1 because we're doing indexes. And why isn't it like that one? Random range. And then we'll just make sure patrol points it's got at least one point in there. Move that in there. It needs it needs at least one patrol point and enemy, yeah, and the target destination is null or it's reached the target destination. Then we'll change it. That's why I put the null in there, because it's well, it's null right now. I don't have to assign it. All I need to do here is add my patrol points. Yeah, what's going on here? Right, fish. Patrol points. That's not quite what I want. Why is my fish going over there? We don't want that one to be walkable, do we? Didn't think that had didn't think it'd get a walkable area since I've not put a mesh on it. Then we'll just fix this. I'm getting an error. That might just make it so if the health bar's null, it does nothing. And then it's not going to die either. I don't know if that's been declared as walkable or not. Yeah, I'm not really sure why the fish is walking down there. Where's it going? Target destination P1. So why is it running that way? It's just because I'm getting an error and that's throwing it all off. I think my water seems a bit rough as well. Why is he going over there? Okay, so 0.3. Ah, okay. 3D space is messing me up. Now, where's it going? Fish, target. These spawn points not been placed very well at all. Thank you, loud car. What Y value is my fish at? 0. What is he doing now? He's there. Target P4. Which is there. So how far away is it then? Just try and increase that. That will make it serializable so we can play with it without recompiling it. Okay, there we go. I think my fish needs to be a bit more in the water. Or is that because my patrol points? Is my fish flying? He's still flying. Or is he walking on top of the water? Right, okay. Let's compare the Y values on the other scene. The water is at 0.7. The enemy paths on 0.004 is basically 0. He's still flying around, isn't he? Let's fix this bug here. It doesn't really make sense, that. Let's just lower it a little bit. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. So let's make a similar variant for my turtle, and then I think that'll be okay. What did I actually do? Remove the health bar. Add on the patrol point chooser. There's my turtle. I think I need to move these points. So that's the corner where I can see on my screen. I don't need to make them so far away. Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's just make my oil one fire not as often. I don't know, once every 5 seconds or something. And then same with the harpoon. Yeah, I think that's okay. Go on my credits. Click on my link. I can play. And let's see what it looks like with different size game windows. My buttons are okay, but my level up with letting could do with moving. Oops, I didn't close that one. Oh no, how do I get my game window back? Panels. Let's just play again and hope it pops up. There we go. Oh, although now it's moved. It looks really small now. Oh, because it was on 1.5 before. Right, okay, so go back to our canvas. Does that change depending on my game size window? Because I'm sure I put these in the corner. Oh, it does. Well, that's a little bit annoying. Okay, we'll make it full size. Oops. Okay, I'm not sure why the pivot point's up there. But let's fix that now. What's the easiest way to fix that? Put the center on that A. Okay, so that wants to be anchored bottom left. That one's top middle. And then these, yeah, they just want center. I change my game window now. I mean, I suppose there's got to be a minimum screen size that I can accommodate for, really. That should be okay. I feel like changing that scale up there might have messed with how my map looks. Yeah. But it's good because someone probably would have had a different size screen immediately and then been like, what the heck's going on here? So, scene. This wants to be top left. Wants to be on the left and in the middle. I don't know why it thinks, so they see it's gone yellow there. It must think that that's the edge of it for some reason. Why does it think that? I have no idea. Anyway, let's just get it aligned. Right, so that wants to be top right. This wants to be top left. And that wants to be left middle. Okay, so that works until you get really small. And that's alright for now. Save that. Yeah, happy with that. That's alright, I think. Just makes it a bit more. Well, for one, I can't do artwork. And two, it's a bit more something to look at than just a static screen. So. And then we'll just add more things in there as we get them. Those towers are overpowered at the moment. Okay, so what we could do, we do in while we're on a bit of a UI roll, so to speak. We've done a main menu, done a credits, not done another map selection, but I want to do something else first, which is pause screen, where we can back to the main menu or resume. And also a game over screen. I suppose I probably want a win screen as well, actually. So game over screen, we could have. We'll just have to go back to main menu. I think it may be a restart button, but we'll just go back to main menu for now. Okay, so let's get those added in. Right, okay, so let's just create an empty, we'll call this game UI. And we'll stick all this inside it. Does this all have its own scripts? Yeah, I think it does. These link to the player objects. Just thinking that what I can do is make that a prefab. UI. We'll make that a prefab, then obviously when we make more maps, we can have that on every level. And then we'll do similar to what we did on the credits. So we'll just create create a new screen, pause menu, pause menu. Then we'll just add a couple of buttons on there. Button. And some text as well, actually. It just says paused. It's gone. Text. And we'll just have a resume button. Oops, got caps lock on. Resume button. Just how does that look? Weird colour. Resume button, and then we'll have main menu button. And then I think we want it also to sort of darken the screen. Easiest way I think to do that is stick an image. It's the whole screen. Make it black, but then want that. Yeah, that's it, and then that's below that lot. We'll just call that dim screen. I'm just going to nest all these again actually. A new components. Because what I want is I want to put a script on my pause menu and then just easily turn them all off like that. But then I want my pause menu to still be an active object. But then I can, obviously the script will keep running then. Pause menu. Where do I want this to be? Scripts. Oh, I made a folder in the scripts for UI. Where did my main menu script go then? Oh, put it in there. Yeah, this is more for graphics and things really, so move that one. Just put it in there actually, there's only one script. And pause menu can go in there as well. Scripts, UI. pause menu. Right, okay, so we've got two functions now then. So we've got show pause menu. Got resume game. And main menu. And I'm just thinking actually if we get someone with a bigger screen, this image is just going to stay in the center with some around the edge. I think I'll just scale that quite big, and then yeah, there's no way that's gonna happen. Yeah, so pause menu, we got that on there. So resume button, unclick, resume game. Set the on click for the main menu. Oh, I don't want to drag the main menu. That's on the pause menu. To go to main menu. Okay. And then I just want to check the input. Do we have anything for escape? Why can't I? Okay, Unity, if you're watching this, a way to search this would be great. I'll just create a new one. What should we call it? It's not specific to the pause menu because I might use it for other things, just sort of general. Well, cancel, go back, pause, that sort of thing. I'll just call it menu button 1. It's not like the players are going to see it anyway. Menu button 1. Okay, void update if input dot get button down menu button 1. Pause menu. And then I'm just thinking now if they press it again, we'd want it to resume the game. So is pause menu open, not false. So set that to true, pause menu is open. if pause menu open, show pause menu, else, resume game. And then that'll obviously, so that's false. Right, so we need some references then to, well, just to the component, don't we? So serialize field, private game object, menu object. And then I'm just going to pop in that menu components. So if we're showing it, then menu object dot set active true. Then resume game menu object set active false. Probably could have made that one method really, but it's alright like that, I guess. Easy to read at least. And then I'll just copy our scene manager, which I've moved. Scene manager line of code. And I think actually I'm just going to create a script here for an enum. Is that a good idea? Makes it easier in code to see what scenes you're changing it to. I suppose the issue is every time you change your build order, you have to make sure you change the enum. I think that's okay. I guess the build order is not going to change that much. I get rid of all of this. Is that just going to break everything? Public enum scene selection. Then we'll just have main menu map 1. So that's our current scenes. And I'll just put it in its own scripts there because it doesn't really belong in either any particular one, but it's kind of later to all these in the UI section. We'll change this one in the main menu. Scene selection, main menu. And then we need to cast that to int. And then I'm going to nick this line of code. Close that now. If we go to our main menu, we want to load scene. Well, that's what we want actually, isn't it? Main menu. Ah, because I've put the wrong one in this one. There we go. That wants to load map 1. And now I need to look up how to actually pause the game. Unity, pause, game. Okay. Time scale equals 0. I don't know if I've been messing with time, but let's just store what it was before. What's that, a float? A float. Store what it was before, just in case we end up messing with time and then we don't have to come back to this. Okay, so then we'll set the timescale back to, I'll set the timescale to what it is, then set it to 0. And then when we do this, we'll just set the timescale back to the original timescale. Okay, so we've written a decent amount of code, not actually tested anything there, so let's give that a whirl. So we're just going to load straight into map 1. I've got it hidden already. Well, let's try to resume. That works, although I'm pressing my pause menu, nothing's happening. I've got a feeling I didn't set my input right. Oops. So I want the pause menu. That defaults to not active. Right, edit. Project settings, input manager. Yeah, menu button. Is it just ESC? Or do I have to type escape? Okay. So it's still not working. Why is that not working? Ah. This is the wrong way around, that's why. Did that do what I wanted? No. If the pause menu is open, resume game. Yeah. That's what I want. Okay, so that works. I'm pressing escape. And it seems to be freezing the game. I'm resuming the game. Clicking the button also works. I can't do anything else. I can't like move around the map or anything. Yeah, there you go. I'm in the main menu. So I'm back on here. Ah, so I've gone back to the main menu, but the timescale's still set. Weird. what is normal timescale? Is it just 1? Unity default timescale. Okay, so it's set to 1. Because I think here we want to keep the original timescale, but then here we always want to just set it to 1. Set it to whatever the default is. If we're doing something slow-mo or something in the game and we pause it, we don't want to come back to the main menu and then still be in slow-mo, so. Not that I've got any plans for slow-mo, but if that ever happens, it should work. Pause still works. Go to main menu. There we go. That still works. Okay, that's another one I can tick off. What have I got in here? Don't need that. Get my spreadsheet again. Okay, so pause screen. That's okay. I think the other thing I'll do is make it a prefab. Okay, so let's make another one here. So we'll do game over. And then we'll add some text. In fact, I'll copy the pause text. Copy that, let's put it in there. Change that to say game over. Want it on one line? Come on, let me put it in the middle. Thank you. Alright, game over. I want to put it in the same Y position as the pause. And then actually, I think I'm just gonna copy the pause menu script and then alter it from there. Probably wasn't a good idea looking at this. Game over. Right, change that class name to game over. Stop Unity benefit. We don't need any of that. We just need the main menu. Actually, we do need some of that. Don't need the resume. Right, void start. Let's get a reference to our player variables. I'm sure it's going to come back to haunt me using camera main to get the to get the correct object. How did I do that before? Player variables dot. In fact, I don't really need a reference to player variables. Need a reference to player. I thought I had one player stats. Okay, never mind. Player variables is player stats. I've just named it weirdly for some reason. So if player variables get lives less than or equal to 0, then show pause menu, which I'll rename in a second. And we want game object, game over, menu object. And we'll rename that show game over menu. You don't need that. Right, so game over, add component, game over. Put them into menu components. Parent those again. And then I'll copy that dim screen as well, because that was okay. So let's put that in there. And by default, that wants to be not active. Right, so I just let myself die here. Let's hope my towers don't kill enough to make me survive this first wave. Yep, that should kill me. So let's see. Game over screen. Game over. Right. Ah, so I can still move around. And pause, funnily enough. Probably do actually want to set the time scale. Time scale 0. That'll stop the updates as well. I'm only getting 80 FPS, I don't know if that's good or not. There we go, game over. Can't move around. Ah, I can still pause though. That's okay. What I'll do, I'll put this in my pause menu as well. Then if the menu button is down and player variables, target lives, greater than 0, then it can do whatever it normally does. Just checking if I'm alive, basically. To be fair, the FPS stays quite steady. So we'll just wait to die. No, game over. Pause menu doesn't work. Main menu. Oh, I thought I had. Yeah, set the time scale back to 1 there. Then it's not. Didn't do it. Ah, is it because it's at 0F? If that makes a difference, let's have a look. Okay, some dead, time stopped. It's still not resumed. What's the difference there then? Because it works on the pause menu. It does work on the pause menu, right? Paused, unpaused. The main menu. Yeah, unpaused. Ah, it's getting set back to very well deleted. I need that as well. It's getting set back to 0 because this update loop. So in between timescale getting set to 1 and it loading the scene, it's done another update. Private ball is menu open. Default that's false. So if it's not open and allows a nothing, there we go, that should fix it, hopefully. Right, so time stopped, can't move, can't open, pause. There we go, back to main menu, and we're working again. Okay, so let's make something now for winning. I think that was my next thing. Game over screen, that's done. So win screen. Yeah, that's kind of the same thing. We'll put it in a new script anyway. Win menu. We just want the same thing really. Get win menu. Then the only difference is going to be that the text is different. Actually, the conditions on which it appears are different as well, actually. That wants to be that one if it's not already. Then let's just enable this so we can see what we're doing. Is that 342? I think it was. Yep. So in this case, what do we want? Managers, level manager. That'll have our current wave on it. So we'll just make that public so I can access it. The current wave. Actually, no, I won't. I'll just make a method public bool as player 1, and that will return current wave equals to the wave count, waves count. Yeah, let's stick with that. Alright, so win menu. And then instead of player variables, we want level manager. If level manager dot as player 1, that equals true, it'll show the win menu in theory. I'll just give myself some more money. I'm gonna cheat. Player. Oh no, I can't. Why can't I cheat? I'm not sure I can legitimately win it. Let's get it go. Not exactly balanced at the moment. No, no chance. I thought I had the those available in the what do you call it? available in the editor. Nice field. So let's give myself some more money. Win this. I hope I can win this. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to win it, am I? Luckily I can give myself some more lies if it looks too risky. How many waves have we got? 7. So that count as right, that's good to know. Yeah, the first wave is the hardest. Because that's obviously logical for a game. Yeah, we definitely need to sort something out with the targeting. Because like all these are attacking the front one. Even though that'll like easily kill it. Let's give myself some more lives. Thankfully I didn't give myself any more hotspots, so that's the maximum towers I can place right now. You know what? I think there's going to be an issue here because the... Where is it now? Level manager. If the current wave is the last wave, it's just going to say we've won as soon as we get to the last wave. Let's cheat a bit. The last few waves don't have many enemies anyway. Tell you what I need actually. What most tower defense games have is a fast forward button. But that might be a bit tricky actually, but that time scale. I assume if I just set that to 2, it just does it itself, doesn't it? Oh, there you go. I've got a reason already for making my pause menu work with different timescales. So I'm going to add a button in. So I think now we're only going to get 5 enemies now. Or not. Which wave are we in? We're on 5, which is probably this one. Ah, yeah, so it'll spawn 10, because we've got 2 enemies. There we go, right, so there's these 3, or 9 should I say, and then another 9, and then that's it. But it's going to say we've won now. But it's not. Why is it not saying we've won? That's not getting called. That breakpoint's not working. Yeah, so all that, and then it didn't even work. Right, let's just add a fast forward button. Give it an icon in a bit. I'll just make it easier for testing. Or we'll create 3 buttons. We'll create one that's just normal speed. I'll just call it 1, 2, and 3 for now. Normal speed. Because in game stats. Fast forward. And then, I don't know, super fast forward. Let's fast forward. Let's move that one along. Where did I put my scripts now? Don't think I did. Tower selection's got a script, but it's got nothing to do with towers really. Yeah, let's create a new script then. Let's call it time control. I'll just add that on to add it onto the game stats object. And then all we need is private float, normal play speed, fast play speed, super fast play speed, let's not even do that. Let's just have public void change game speed. We'll have that take float game speed time scale is equal to game speed. And I could just set it in the buttons then. Change game speed, so this one's going to change it to 1. Change it to 2. That one change it to 3. Right, so now let's have a look at why it didn't work in the first place. If not, menu is open. Menu starts off false. So not false is true, so that's okay, so it passes that. And it should be checking as player 1. Why does it let me do the breakpoint? Try and restart Visual Studio. That's weird. That one works fine. This one doesn't. This is the one that I copied. Right, you know what, let's copy this. Delete it. And then instead of copying and pasting, I'll just create a new script. It must do something in the background. Win menu. I still don't like it. Oh, I'm daft. Win menu doesn't even have win menu on it. Yeah, that would help. Right, anyway, import scene manager. Yeah, there you go. No wonder it didn't work, basically. But it's made me create some more buttons, so every cloud's got a silver lining, I guess. Oh, so let me assign that. Because it's not active. I mean, that's a bit silly, isn't it? Win menu, main menu. I just noticed this one. Yeah, because my other one said pause menu as well. That should say game over menu, main menu. I always do this. Changed it in my. Not changed it in my prefab. That's that one. We're good to go. So, I just give myself loads of life first. Loads of money. Go with some harpoon towers this time. There you go. It's a bit better waiting for it on 3 times speed than it is on normal play speed. I've got null reference. My win menu. Oh, did I not set my level manager? Yeah, I didn't set my level manager. That's not going to work then, is it? And then I think actually this button, make it 5 times speed. Because I'm really impatient, so. Oops, I forgot to give myself some lives. Yeah. Lives. Give myself lots of lives. Just going to check actually my pause menu. One. Well, I never solved the problem of it just winning. Now, why did it not win now? Still got an issue. Oh, I made it so I could access it and then never give it a reference. Why don't I notice that error down there? Fast asleep. Now it's working. think FPS is alright actually, because I'm playing it 10 times faster and I'm still getting similar sort of FPS. So. Because I could have just made less waves. Yeah, but it's done that before it's even spawned the last wave. Which is what we expected. Okay, well, while it's in that loop, it's going to go through each of the waves, it's going to spawn the last wave. And then it's going to finish that for loop because it's on the last wave. It's going to go in here, and then it's just going to wait until there's no spawned enemies left. I think I'll just create a ball actually. Ball is as player 1. Let's call it something else. All waves finished. And once all enemies are dead, or they've killed us, then I'm just gonna wait for 2 seconds. The reason is I want to make sure that this fires after the game over. If the last enemy kills the player, then I don't want them to win. I want this to wait for 2 seconds, and that'll give the other script chance to run. Probably a bit of a bodge way actually, but all waves finished. True. Okay, that was fast. That was fast because I didn't give myself lives. Nice. Map. Player. Lives. Where's my UI? Canvas. Game UI. There we go. Congratulations. Hello. Let's just double check this works properly. What I want to do is play it when it gets to the last wave. Yeah, just make sure it's not winning prematurely because you couldn't really see that there because I made it go too fast. Two, three. Yes, there we go, last wave. Nice. So now we've got a replayable game. Well, aside from the fact that it's not actually possible to beat the first wave, I think, without cheating. Okay. So windscreen is done. Yeah, so I guess the next thing to do is just to make it a bit more interesting, really. So we'll look to add more towers, look to create some more enemies, and a couple more maps. I think what I'll do with the maps is just create a few different layouts. We'll keep the same sort of theme. I suppose I could just change the theme. Maybe I could have a beach one or something. Yeah, that's what I'll do on the next stream. I'm just gonna go get some food for the night and then, yeah, I'll come back a bit later, do a bit more. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like, it really helps out. Thanks a lot.